Welcome back to Yahoo Finance Invest. I want to hone in on two of the hottest stocks on the Yahoo Finance platform right now. That's Nvidia and Tesla. And joining us now is resident bull on both names, Wedbush analyst Dan Ives. And Dan, you were supposed to be with me here in studio, but I heard even though the government shutdown is over, you might have had a little plane trouble and you're stuck in Miami down there?
Yeah, stuck in Miami. Actually, it's my second time in Miami in this week. I thought I'd be lucky to get back, but it looks like it's going to have to wait a day.
You're a busy man. We know this. I'm sure it has nothing to do with how cold it is here in New York City, but I have a lot of viewer questions for you. Before I get to that, I do want to ask you your 30-second bull pitch for Tesla and your 30-second bull pitch for Nvidia, because I know you're very, bullish on both of those names.
Yeah, look, on Tesla, this, in my opinion, is the most important chapter ever for Musk and Tesla, the AI chapter, autonomous and robotics. I think we're talking 2-3 trillion in terms of market cap, best physical AI play besides Nvidia. When it comes to Nvidia, the godfather of AI, there's only one of them, and that's Jensen. Look, demand to supply is 10-1 for Nvidia chips. Get the popcorn out, get the watch parties out for next week's earnings, because this is, in my opinion, is going to be a $6 trillion market cap in 2026. And again, the bears will continue to yell from hibernation caves. They'll be wrong.
All right, they'll be wrong. You heard it here first. But let's get to some of our social questions. And I want to start with Tesla. One social viewer asks, Tesla seems to be a show me story with investors all in on robotaxis and automation, but that seems years away. How much patience does it take to be a Tesla shareholder?
It takes a lot of patience. And we've talked about it so much, on Yahoo and on the show, because this is when you have to have the understanding of what Musk and Tesla are trying to do here. They're building out the AI future. Autonomous, they're going to own 80% of the autonomous landscape, in my opinion, over the next decade. Robotics, Optimus, that's what you're playing for. It's less about deliveries. It's more about the AI future. You have to be patient, but it goes back to this, in my opinion, is going to be the most important chapter ever in Tesla's story.
All right, another question from our audience here, Dan. You've compared the AI boom to a party before, and that we're still early on in the night. Do you have any new analogies for where we are in the AI trade right now?
Yeah, so look, it was 9 p.m. in that AI party. It's now 10:30 p.m. But that party goes to 4 a.m. And it's my view where, look, you're going to have glass on the dance floor, DJ stops playing music, but that party's going to continue to rage on. The Bulls and the Bears meet up at 6 a.m. at the diner. Bulls had a lot better night than the Bears.
But Dan, my mother always told me nothing good happens after midnight. So how do you know when to leave the party?
Look, and that speaks to my view. It's all, when it comes to AI, it's all about demand, right? 3 million air miles the last 25 years. I'm always on the road trying to understand what demand looks like. I was in Asia for a month. Demand's accelerated 30% over the last 4 or 5 months. So look, I get some on the valuation, but when those call an AI bubble, they're underestimating the scale and scope of this AI revolution. And for the first time in 30 years, the U.S. is ahead of China.
All right, I'll tell my mom for the AI party you have to stay all night long. But I do want to take some time to talk about your outfit, Stan. This is something that you are known for. I want you to show the camera what you're rocking today. A lot of patterns, a lot of personality. What's the inspiration behind your style?
Yeah, look, I'll show you wearing today, right? This is...
Love it.
This is my man. But to some extent, I always have dressed in a way that it's similar to how my stock picking is. It's different, right? But ultimately, it's what I'm comfortable with, and it brings color and fun to an industry where, that maybe historically hasn't been there. And I think that's also why, my clothing line, danivesclothing.com, we've sold 400 or 500 shirts out there, and, it's an exciting time. More want to get into the color and just have fun with this.
So would you say your outfit picking is similar to your stock picking?
I would say. I think to some extent it's I don't care what others think. I go to the beat of my own drum. And the reality is that It's something where I've always dressed different. That was in Korea a few weeks ago. And look, I think it's one where it also gives inspiration to others, where it's like going out of the box, but it's similar to how I pick my stocks, right? If you just looked at valuation, I always say the bears, when they're in hibernation mode, they can't see AI in the spreadsheets.
Now, I was doing some digging and I saw you have a collaboration with this fashion brand, Snow Milk. And the shirts ain't cheap here, Dan. You have $100 for a polo. I mean, these shirts are trading like some of these AI stocks. Is the valuation justified here?
Look, I mean, those are made in the USA, made in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, right? I mean, and it's one where you look, and this is something where all those shirts are handmade, right? And we'll have sweatshirts and hats, and I could see Sazi wearing one of those sweatshirts soon. But look, this is it's having fun with it, right? And I think also it speaks to my view in that party at 10:30 p.m. You don't want to be wearing the Peter Millar and slacks in that party on the dance floor.
All right, well, I'll be patiently waiting for you to send me my own shirt here, Dan. But thank you so much. You will be back throughout the day today.